Hi, I'm Paul Cohen, General Counsel for Hapco. A lot of people call in and ask, what's the difference between an ejectment action and an eviction action? Great question. It's a little complicated, but I'm going to try and break it down for everybody. With an eviction, it's an eviction against a tenant. So the person that you're suing actually has to be considered as a tenant. If you have a lease agreement, the lease agreement is between the landlord and the tenant. You have a landlord-tenant relationship, you can file an eviction action. If, however, you have someone that's not considered a tenant, so you don't have a lease agreement with them, someone like a squatter that just happens to be in your property, and in theory, the legal theory of it is that they're not a tenant, that they have some type of ownership interest in the property. It's kind of a misnomer because you'll think that, okay, they're squatting, they just got into my property, they obviously don't own it. But they're not a tenant. So because they're not a tenant, it's considered as if they have some type of ownership interest. That's how they're there. Then you would have to file an ejectment action. So essentially, anytime you have a situation where the person is not a tenant, then you have to file an ejectment action. If you have an ejectment action, the person is not a tenant, you don't have a landlord-tenant relationship, you're probably going to need an attorney to help you. It gets very complicated. You have to go in the common pleas court. You're not going in the municipal court anymore. So you're going into a higher court and you have to really know what you're doing. So you're absolutely going to need an attorney. For an eviction case, you're probably going to need an attorney too. It's really complicated in Philadelphia, but in theory, you could do it by yourself. But we still recommend you get an attorney for an eviction action as well.